Hello, everyone. Excuse me. Welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley. For the next hour, we're going to practice our English conversation skills by talking about dating. Dun, 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 dun. Dating. Okay. Some cultures really don't have dating as a concept. Of course, most English-speaking countries indeed do. We go on dates to get to know each other and to cultivate our romantic interest in one another. So join me. We'll share our dating stories, talk about dating in general in your culture, and well, hopefully we can have an enjoyable discussion about dating. Um, Dating somewhat traumatic, somewhat tension filled. The evil first date. Oh, what do I wear? What do I say? Oh my gosh. Mm, very tense moment for young men, young women, or anybody going on a date, to tell you the truth. Okay, hello, Jose. Jose, welcome. Jose? Jose, are you there? Hi there.
Yes. Hello,
Okay.
morning. How are you? Thank you so much.
Welcome. Hi, Jose. Where are you from?
Thank you so much. I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay. With a name like Jose, I thought you were from, maybe Mexico or Spain.
Yeah, it's like Mexican names, but it's
Uh,
my standard names in my email. I cannot change it now.
oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
It's a nickname. How are you?
I'm okay. Strictly okay.
Good.
I had many classes this morning. I'm starting to get a very sore throat. My
Yeah.
wife has been sick, so I'm afraid I may be getting it. She could barely speak yesterday, so I don't know. Ishmael, welcome to the class. Hello.
Hello, Oakley. Thank you. How are you?
Again, I've been better, but I'll be okay. Okay, gentlemen. I've been out of the dating game for a while now. I'm married, so no more dates for me.
Wow.
Uh, why?
Yeah. You can get more.
No, no. Let's remember, Jose, that
Small date, maybe.
what's that? Sorry?
Okay, small date.
Small dates. Yeah. No. The only dates I can have are the dates that you eat. Okay? That's it. The fruit. Um, no, I'm pretty much out of the dating world. But yeah, let's talk about it a little bit after I say hello to Victor. Hi, Victor. How are you?
Hello, Clay.
Hey,
I'm
how you doing
I'm very
today?
well, thank you. And
Uh, okay. Um, Okay, now, dating culture or non-dating culture, I don't know. Jose, you're from Saudi Arabia. Are there even dates? Is there such an idea as dating?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Uh, and how old are people when they start dating? How old would you be typically?
Uh, just can you explain me what's the exactly meaning of dating? I know maybe it's
Hmm. Okay.
changing from a country to other country.
Yes, it does widely. Yes, indeed
Yeah.
it does. Basically, the idea of a man and a woman spending time together before they get married, and then it can become extremely varied depending on what country and what culture you're in. Some cultures that there would have to be supervision to have a date. Somebody has to be watching. You need a chaperone. In some cultures, there is no dating. Period. Dating doesn't happen. Weddings are arranged by the parents, and the young people have absolute. They may not even know each other before they get married. So yes, there's a wide variety of what is acceptable or what dating is. In general, courtship. We're talking another way to say it would be courtship. We're talking about courtship, maybe even courtship rituals. How do men and women get to know each other before they marry? Does that help?
Yeah, that's right. I get the
Okay.
point.
Okay.
Yeah, basically in Saudi Arabia, there are no any dating look like this. You have explained in some cultures,
Mm-hmm.
but we have kind of dating after marriage contract and before the marriage. There is a big period for about 3 or 5 or 6 months.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, in this period, there are many of courtship, and they can go all together, but can't do anything like sex or like this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
In let me see if I'm ready. In Western or in English, in Western culture, we would say during the engagement. All right, a man proposes to a woman. Usually, in theory, it could go the other way, but normally the man proposes to the woman. They decide they're going to get married. He gives her a diamond ring, whatever, and that period of time between then and the actual wedding is the engagement. The
Yeah,
couple
good.
are engaged, we say. Okay. All right. Okay. I want to talk to you more about that, but let me talk to some other folks. Quick welcome to Julio. Hello, Julio.
Hello, teacher. Hello.
And hello to Heidi. Hello, Heidi. Hi, hi.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Ismail. Let's.
Hi, Oakley.
Hi. So, explain a little bit about courtship rituals or dating in Turkey, in your country. Do people date?
Yes, uh, people are dating in my country. I want to say there are different places in my country. Actually, there is no one style or concept about dating locally.
Right.
Especially in big cities, there is no problem. Uh, People can date, but in small cities, there is some close society, and people think about, uh, especially about girl datings, a little negative.
Mm-hmm.
In
Right.
small cities, in villages, in provinces, uh,
Right.
people who are living there, they are uh, seeing a boy dating more positive than girl dating. If you
Mm-hmm.
have a boy, it is not problem.
Right. I
You
see.
can go out at night. They can date with your girlfriend. It is not problem. But if you have girl, it is a little problem. Uh, we think more conservative, especially about girls dating locally,
Right.
especially during 80s. It is very difficult to date with a girl in villages.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to date in a secretly manner.
I see. Okay. Secret dating. Okay, very good. Hmm. Yeah. I'm not.
Uh,
I'm not going to ask what do they do on a secret date. I'll just
Uh,
guess on that
can I
one.
say?
Victor, yes, please.
Uh, I want to add something. Uh,
Sure.
uh, in when you live in small town, it also you also should be dating secretly because
Why?
when you when you meet some girl and start to dating with her, everyone know about that.
Mm-hmm.
In
Yeah,
small town.
well, that's
But
small town.
now I live in a big city, and I don't have a problem with it. But I know how to date, meet, or dating with girl in the village, and
Right.
everyone know,
Well,
and
that's
it's little bit annoyed.
annoying. It is annoying. A situation is annoying. A person, you are annoyed, or I am annoyed. A person is annoyed the way they feel, but a situation is annoying. Yeah, I know. I grew up in a small town too, Victor. So I hear you. Victor, how old are boys and girls when they start dating?
I think they can start from uh, 18 years, uh, because
Okay.
because I think that it's possible to start close relationships, and if the girl and the boy start dating earlier than 18 years, it's not so good because for example, in my country, we have some rules, and if you can have some problems with governments.
Have problems with what?
With governments.
Governance. Oh, government.
Y-
Oh,
Yes,
really?
and
Okay.
uh, I think uh, uh, I think it's different ages and possible. For example, I start dating at 16 years.
16? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Me too. I believe I was 16 as well. Same. In the United States, though, I'll tell you, girls start dating before guys, actually.
Yes, I
Usually.
know.
Normally.
Uh, in my country, uh, girls are mm, uh, more more look, has looks like women
Yeah, well,
than boys.
okay. In English, we could say they mature faster, which is absolutely true. Biologically, totally true. Women mature faster than men. They just do. Earlier. Maybe not faster, but earlier, younger.
Yes.
Right. Absolutely true. Okay. I'm very curious though, Victor. What do you mean their government? You could get in trouble with government if
For example.
go ahead.
For example, if you meet some girl and she's very young, and you start dating with her, and you can have some problem with her parents and maybe governments, because he can't have some relationship. She can't
Okay. Okay.
have some relationship because she's very young.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I can understand that. In pretty much every Western, every English-speaking country, there are rules about having physical relationships with anyone younger than 18. The thing is, if I'm 16 and I'm dating a 15-year-old, there's nothing illegal. There's no problem at all.
Uh,
Uh,
in my in
on the
my
other hand,
country,
yeah. On the other
yes,
hand,
about
if I'm 18 and I'm an adult and I'm dating a 15-year-old, that's a big problem. I could go to jail for that. It's kind of stupid, actually. If I'm 18 in America and I'm dating a girl who is 17 and 360 days, maybe she's 1 week younger than I am, I could go to jail if I have any, if I have any kind of physical relationship. No, that's not even kidding. I'm not, no joke at all. Totally kind of ridiculous. But anyway, I understand it's not a ridiculous law. There should be laws to protect young people, in particular young women. I'm not saying that, but Victor, what were you saying before I
uh,
so rudely
I wanted
interrupted you?
I wanted to say that in my country, in my experience, if you start to dating with girl, uh, the physical relationships become uh, very quickly, and
Okay.
and it's like it was like my friends mentioned
Okay.
also, and you should be careful when you meet some girl because she can be very young,
Ah,
but physical, uh, she looks uh, um,
right.
um, like a woman,
Like a woman, like an
like a
adult.
girl,
Yeah.
like a girl. Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay. Julio. Let me talk to Julio for a minute. Julio,
Hey, hey.
how old were you when you started dating? Don't tell me four.
No, actually, I started dating uh, pretty much like in around my 20s, probably.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't really very attractive for girls when I was a teenager. I was kind of chubby, and I had
Okay.
a lot of acne in my face, so I was very much like a nerd, and girls they just ran away from me.
Okay. Uh, okay. You could say in English we have an expression for that. For somebody who doesn't really become active with the opposite sex until later in life, we say they're a late bloomer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, okay, you're a late
I
bloomer.
was maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, actually. Can be a good thing. Eh, on the average, just in general, when do people start dating? In
I
Mexico.
think that at least in Mexico, people start dating around 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
At 16, they are pregnant already.
Right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Especially girls from the lower class,
Mm,
they tend to get pregnant a lot.
mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Sadly, that's often true. Um, uh, however, do they actually date? What do people do when they date in Mexico? What is
Uh,
sort of the
we,
normal
we, re-
date?
we really don't have like a dating culture like United States. You
Uh-huh.
know, like you go out to I don't know, to the movies or to a
Mm-hmm.
restaurant or stuff like that. Pretty much here, people just hang around with other people, just like hang out,
Mm-hmm.
like a bunch of guys with a bunch of girls. Probably they met each other at school or they met each other because they live near or around the block. So they just like hang out in parks and maybe at the beach, and they drink beer,
Mm-hmm.
smoke cigarettes, and that's pretty much where it all goes on. Like somewhere in a park, in dark alley, at the street. So
Okay.
there's no such thing as dating, like
Okay. Per se. All right. Yeah, the
per se.
classic in American culture, there's a dating culture. Yes, you're absolutely correct. And uh, the quintessential date, I guess, the automatic thing any American would think of is dinner and a movie. Okay, you might ask someone out on a date. How about dinner and a movie Friday night? It's just the basic quintessential example of a movie of a date. It's what you do. So yeah, that's the classic thing.
Y-
Uh,
Yeah, and something very interesting about the American culture, at least what I've seen on TV, it's like they have these very I don't know, like very marked social cues. Like if the girl asks you in, I mean, into her apartment or the goodbye kiss, how important it is, and
yeah, true. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like these
absolutely.
signs, these signs that they give to each other
Right,
during the
signs
day. Yeah.
and signals. Absolutely. Absolutely, and they seem unclear, but they are clear. If the woman touches your hand on a date, all right, you're in. You're good. Sometimes they're very subtle indeed. Obviously, you bring the woman to her home, say goodnight. It's not really a successful date unless you get a kiss. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and it's obviously a very successful date if she invites you inside for whatever. Come inside for coffee, for dessert, for whatever. Yay, you get in the house. Okay, then other things may happen, which will make it highly successful. Definitely. Sometimes, even though that is true, believe me, I have done my share of missing the signals, totally missing the clues. I don't know. American men are stupid. I don't know what's wrong with us. We always miss the clues. Uh, okay. Um, Heidi, let's go. Let's talk about Japan for a minute. Heidi, how old do people date in Japan? Heidi, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. People date in Japan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. How old are they generally?
Depend on the personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously, anywhere. That's true. But the average person, how old would a woman, a boy, or a girl be when they first
Mm,
start dating?
maybe high school student,
Uh, High school student. Okay. Yeah.
15 to 18.
Sure. Okay. About the same. What when people go on a date? What is a typical date? What might be a good date? What do you think?
Maybe at first, someone invite to the movie,
Movie. Okay.
movie, coffee shop,
Oh, okay. All right.
library.
Yeah. Okay. Library. That's a new one for me. The coffee shop. Ooh, that's the famous date, not a date, not really a date. That's funny. in American culture, you invite a girl for coffee. That's not really a date. It's sort of like a half a date. I don't
Oh,
know. It's prelude. It's not really an official date. Dinner and a movie is definitely an official date for Americans. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I know, but uh, it's funny. If she goes out to coffee, that means she would probably like to go on a date. There's one of the signals that we're talking about.
American kids can get the license, driving license from 16, right?
16, yes, that is correct. You can get a driver's license and drive by yourself in a car at 16.
In
Correct.
Japan, 18 from 18.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
they can't date driving.
Right. Yes. Well, that's a big factor. I did not start dating until I could drive. I didn't date till I was 16. Yeah, that's a big that's a big deal. Because I come from the countryside. In the city, of course, it doesn't matter if you can take subways or buses or taxis or whatever. Then it wouldn't matter at all. Heidi, you're married, right?
Yeah?
Do you still go on dates with your husband?
No.
No? Why not? So when my wife and I go out on a date, I was kidding at the beginning of class. I said I can't date anymore, but that's not really true.
Mhm.
When not as often as we would like, believe me, since we have children, but every once in a while I go out on a date with my wife. We go have dinner somewhere, have a nice dinner, maybe see a movie, maybe go to a club, who knows. But yeah, we occasionally have
Sometimes we
a
go to
date.
the supermarket
The supermarket.
to ask him to carry heavy things.
Really? The supermarket.
Supermarket
Actually,
dating.
supermarket dating. That's funny. Actually, my wife and I go shopping, supermarket, food shopping every week. We do it together. I don't know. Not very romantic, I know, but I don't know why, but we always do that. That's our one activity we do. Well, not one, but the only one I can talk about, which we do together all the time. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we date. You know, Jose. Let me go back to Jose. Jose.
Huh?
Yeah. Are you? May I ask? Are you married or are you single?
Yeah. No, I'm married.
You're married. Okay. Do you ever go with your wife, go out to dinner like that?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Many times
Okay.
I travel, not just tens times. Go around the world.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, around the world.
Around the world. So you take your wife traveling with you?
Yeah, that's right. Sure. My,
Okay.
my wife, my children.
Okay. Nice. Just don't tell my wife you do that. She's lucky
You
to
can
see a
hear.
movie every couple months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, that's nice.
Often,
Go ahead.
often we travel one time at year.
Once a year.
Yeah, once a year.
Okay. Yeah.
And weekly go to a restaurant or a picnic or a trip.
Nice. Okay. That's great. Um, that's good. That's healthy. Good for you. Okay. I don't get to do that as often as I'd like. I'd like to do that right now. Ishmael, How about yourself?
Yes.
You ever go out on a date with your wife? Go to a movie or have a picnic in the park? That's a nice date, actually. Jose brought up. You go to
Yes.
dinner? Mm,
Yes. We are going to with my wife uh, on a picnic in the park.
okay.
Okay. I have a son, 6 years old.
Right.
Actually, uh, I am living in a city which is far away my family and my wife family, and that's why uh, we have to hang out as a whole family with my
Mm-hmm.
son. I mean, that's why we don't go out only me and my wife.
I
We
see.
are going to plane together as whole family, and we go out to eat in daytime outside.
Hmm. Right. I
Uh,
can relate to that.
we
Yeah.
cannot go to movie or go to a bar at night.
Mm-hmm.
I
Uh,
mean,
right. I understand. Yeah. I totally
myself.
understand. Right. I
But after marriage, it is not testing like before marriage.
that is
Oakley.
true.
I mean, when I am going to date before marriage, it was very thrilling for me.
Right.
Uh, I
Exciting.
cannot,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I cannot get same test after marriage.
No, very,
I don't know
very
what
true.
my wife think about this, but
No, it's very true. When you're married and you date, you go out on a nice date with your wife, you enjoy yourself, but let's face it, you know who you're going home with.
there is a saying in my culture, Oakley,
Uh-huh.
marriage kill the love.
Marriage kills the
Is it
love.
same?
I don't, it's definitely a common idea. I don't know if it's exactly a saying or expression, but believe me, the idea is there, definitely. Yes, which people talk about. Yes, definitely. The idea is there. Okay. Uh, kind of funny. Okay. Victor, you're obviously still young, still in playing the field. Victor, are you playing the field?
Thank you.
What,
No,
do you know what I mean? Playing the field?
I think you mean
Real
when
play.
you walk with girl on the field.
No.
Hunter.
No, 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 no.
Oh yeah,
Hunter.
no. Hunter, I understood, understood.
Okay,
I
this
understand. Yes, uh, yes, it's possible, but now I feel like I become more older.
hmm,
I become a man, and
hmm.
now they happened not not often because now I have girlfriend, and
Ah,
I don't
so you're
have
not.
enough time. I don't have enough time for dating with her, but uh, 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 and I don't have enough time to play in field. But
Okay, but
any years ago, a few years ago, I play and I had this experience. I had this
okay.
experience. Yes.
Okay, all right, all right. Yeah, playing the field means that you date many women, or it could be a woman dating many men. Okay,
Okay.
you date many at the pretty much the same time. If you're seeing like one girl, you have a special girl, you could old-fashioned language, you're going steady with someone. We're going steady means that you just basically have one girl. A more modern way to say that is you're seeing someone. Oh, I'm seeing someone right now. So if you ask a girl out on a date, for example, and she says, "Oh, I can't. I'm seeing someone," that means she has one guy who she's seeing, uh, pretty much.
You know what happened to me, teacher? That
What's that?
when I was like in my 20s, I had all this energy and I really wanted to go out and date girls and I
Mm.
just felt rejected because I wasn't like a really good looking guy and I didn't have any skills. So then I got married and whatever happened
Uh-huh.
and then I got divorced and then I don't know why but I suddenly became like really attractive to girls and yeah they were attracted to me like how's it
Ah.
saying like bees to a honeypot
Oh yeah. Like
and
okay.
but now I don't really feel interested in dating like it's just it tires me like thinking about oh I have to go out with this girl and I have to spend money and then the problem is not the money but I have to dedicate like a lot of time and this emotional energy because
Right.
they drain your energy like you have to be always you have to be always concerned about her whereabouts and if you don't do that she's like thinking that you don't care about her and it's this emotional whirlwind that just drains my energy and I just don't want to do that anymore.
Right. Uh, very funny. Okay. Actually, I think this is true. Maybe it's not. It's just my idea. You guys can agree or disagree. But I think it's very true that if you don't care, if you just cease caring about the opposite sex and you're just going about your life and enjoying your life, but you could care less if you have a girlfriend or not. You have no interest. You just don't care. Suddenly, you become very attractive. I don't know why that is, but I have experienced the same thing. Uh, when you're needy or when you're desperate, it's very unattractive. Or when you're really trying to date girls, and when you really don't care, I don't know what it is. It's just suddenly you're much more attractive. I have no idea why that is. The other thing is, you talked about all the energy it takes to date someone. Yeah, true. Do you know when I say when I use the expression high maintenance?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's basically what I mean. The whole emotional energy. If somebody is high maintenance, it doesn't have to be someone in doesn't have to be dating, it doesn't have to be used for romantic interest. It's just very commonly it is used in this way. So if you're dating someone who's high maintenance, basically like what Julio was describing, they take a lot of energy, a lot of your focus, a lot of your time, mostly energy and emotional energy.
And all the talking, teacher, all the talking
All the
and the
talking.
listening, it just drives me crazy. I don't have the patience anymore to listen to a girl like talking about her day and stuff. It's just like, just leave me alone. I have my own life.
Okay. Right. I am I'm a very fortunate man. My wife is so low maintenance. I actually have to get her to talk to me. It's just very low maintenance. I'm
Really
lucky.
lucky man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am. I know it.
that's a keeper.
It is.
Infinitely.
Also, you know, she knows I'm an idiot. She still loves me anyway. With, sorry? Oops.
I think he's on the phone.
Oh, okay. Intercepting a phone call there. Oopsie. Okay. Heidi. Heidi. Okay. In Japan. Oh, for you. Let's talk about you for a second. Uh, Heidi, what is the either one? I'll give you the choice. The best date or the worst date you ever experience? I'm going to ask everybody this, by the way. What is the best date or what is the worst date that you ever... One or the other. You can pick the best date I was ever on. You can pick the worst date. Most memorable. Maybe I should say like that. The most memorable date that you've been on, Heidi?
Best day.
Most memorable. The date you most remember. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad.
Very bad. Yes. My
Very
husband.
bad. Okay.
My husband was my classmate,
Uh-huh.
and he had a car. He always drove his car. Then once I went, he invited me to go another place. And then in front of us, there are many police are checking cars. My husband suddenly turned back. What happened? He said, I don't have a license.
That's pretty funny. That's good. All right.
Grew up in the countryside. So
Okay.
there are many streets like between the farms. So no cars running. So he trained himself how to move the car. So
Wow.
his driving was quite good, but he didn't have license.
That's very funny. Okay. That's great. That's a good one. Good example. All right. Okay. Victor, how about you? What is your most memorable date? Either good or bad? A disaster? A great, an awesome date? What? Victor? Oops. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Go ahead.
yes. I think I can't remember. I don't remember my bad dating, but what I have a lot of bad dating, but um, what is most bad I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, pick
And
one to talk about,
yeah,
or best one.
and I want to say that when I become more adult and I have a big experience and I now I have changed a lot of girls and I think now I have the best dating because I know what the girls wants, what she need, uh, and uh, now I have more money for good dating, and I think uh, last few dating was were the best in my life because there are spring in my country and every weekend we went to uh, abroad the city.
Okay. There are what in your country?
Spring, it's like before summer.
Oh, spring. Oh,
Spring.
okay.
So
Okay. It is spring in
Yeah,
my country. Okay.
sorry for my.
Okay, no problem. Also, Victor, just a little feedback. You have more experience now. You shouldn't say I have big experience now.
Okay.
I have more experience.
Yes, I
Better.
have big skills.
Big skills.
I have big
I have
skills.
more skills, or I have better skills.
Okay, I
We,
have better skills.
right. We don't usually use more for these types of things. Experience, knowledge, skills, ability. We don't say I have big ability, I have big knowledge. I have more knowledge, I have better knowledge,
Can I use
like that.
large instead?
Probably not, no. I have large knowledge of aviation. No. I have a lot of knowledge.
Okay.
I have much knowledge. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, I have more experience now instead of I have large experience. But
It
weird.
means we can use only which we can count. Yes.
Mm,
Not
yeah.
not about shape big. Yes. Okay. Not when
Not
we
yeah,
have
not about
about.
shape. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
A little unusual. Uh, okay. Okay. Very good. Uh, Jose, how about yourself? Have you ever had a
Yeah,
memorable date, a very good date, fantastic, wonderful, or a very bad one? What can you tell us about?
yeah, sure. I think anybody have a good and bad days in his life,
Yeah.
especially related for marriage. For me,
Hmm.
I think the first good
Yeah.
day, if I remember, is the first day when I saw my wife
Ah, nice.
and chit chat with her. But the worst day, thanks God, I have no any worst day in this exactly meaning worst day. But sometimes there are a lot of problems in your life. You must discuss it, you must solve it by a logical way.
Hmm.
You must search for solutions for these problems. Because now I'm expert man. I
Hmm.
have 15 years experience.
Okay.
Because of that, I built my life step by step, and I have many choices for, especially in Arabic culture. There are many things you must respect your traditional. You must pay for women. You must offer all things which she need. Even the bells of mobiles, even the gifts, it would look like that.
Okay. Very good. Okay. All right. That's very romantic. You're very romantic. The first date, the first time you saw your future wife. Ooh, very nice. Uh, very good. Ishmael,
Yes,
h-
Oakley.
how about yourself? Can you talk to us about a memorable date? Maybe funny, maybe terrific, maybe really embarrassing. I don't know. Whatever you want.
Okay, Oakley.
Mm-hmm.
When I was on the uni, I was dating with a girl in my village.
Mm-hmm.
I was blind for her. I
Okay.
didn't see anybody, Oakley.
Yeah.
It was very different for me. But after a while, I heard that she was engaged with a different young man.
Oh no. Tragic.
I I couldn't believe my ear, but it was true. I was in a different city. There was a distance between us. maybe it played an important role
Mm-hmm.
for her.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, well, there is long distance relationships. Okay, there's a big
It is
co-location.
difficult.
Very difficult. No one can deny it. Very extremely difficult to maintain or to keep a long distance
Carry
relationship.
on.
Carry on. Yes, you could say that. Very difficult to keep it up. And very rarely do they work out, actually. It's very rare when this actually is
It
successful.
was
It can happen,
it
but
was very difficult for me to accept this reality of play. I
mhm.
thought sometimes to commit suicide.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness you didn't. You're still
Yes,
here. Yes.
yes. But
Wow. Tragic.
now, when I think it is not so important actually, but at that
Right.
time uh, you can think differently. Maybe
Right.
you cannot see everything clearly.
Right. So, very good. Thank you. All you young people out there, don't go all Romeo and Juliet on yourself, okay? You will you will get over her or him. You will, promise. Right? Don't do it. Okay. That's all
I
I'm gonna.
remember another worst dating.
What's that, Heidi?
Another worst dating.
You do? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Another day, my husband invited me to the restaurant. Restaurant is on the top of the hill, so we needed to climb up. The
Mhm.
car is very old. At first, the car complained about that long slope. Finally,
Yeah.
it stopped. So I needed to push from the behind.
Ha.
I it was dating for a restaurant, so I wore a good dress and high heel. I
Hmm.
needed to remove my high heel. I was pushing him by my naked bare feet.
Yeah.
When I arrived in the restaurant, I was very shabby.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty funny. You end up pushing the car in your bare feet.
I sweat a lot.
That's funny. Your poor husband.
Makeup melted.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Wow, that's a good one. Julio, can you tell us a story, a memorable date that you were on?
Well, I don't have memorable dates, but the best girl I ever dated was this girl that I met like something like 7 or 8 years ago, and when I recently divorced. Well, I completely lost contact with her when I was married. So when I divorced, the first thing that I did is call her, and I told her, "You want to go out with me?" And she told me, "Who are you?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm Julio, the lawyer, the legal department. We met each other 7 years ago." And she was like, well, I'm married now." And I told her, "Well, I'm divorced now, so you still want to go out?" And she said yes, and we went out, and
Oh
it was the
no.
coolest date ever. We went, yeah, she was married. We went out and I don't know to have a coffee, and we talked for hours, and we had then we spent the night together, and we were going out for like 3 months or something. It was a very intense and careless relationship, and it was great for me because she knew that she couldn't have anything serious with me, and I knew from the very beginning that I was just going to be like the lover in the relationship. So neither of us high expectations about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really nice. I mean, it was carefree, just spend time together whenever we had time, and just have fun. And that was I think it was the best 6 month relationship I have ever had. So it was
Okay.
really good.
All right. In terminology, English terminology, co-location, that would be a rebound relationship, or you were on the rebound. When you break up with somebody that you were quite serious about, or, divorcing, obviously you were serious about her at one point. When you break up with somebody very serious, you're on the rebound. It's kind of considered that maybe you're a little more emotionally vulnerable. Maybe that you're more easily hurt. But I don't know. In Western culture, they say, oh, you've got to have your rebound relationship. Get over that. Just enjoy that for the relationship. Then maybe you can have another serious relationship. But your rebound relationship just can't be serious. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
yeah, there you go. You classic model. Classic. Okay. Uh, Oddly, okay, I just want to share with you. Oddly, the most memorable date I had gone on, other than my wife, of course, but before this, it's memorable for no reason. It wasn't particularly great. It wasn't particularly horrible. Um, it was memorable for one reason. I don't know what get into me. I got brave. I asked this young woman. This was a long time ago. I asked a young woman to go out with me, and she was a knockout. I mean, really, really insanely gorgeous. Um, 1 out of 10. She was a 15. She was ridiculous. Okay, I went out with this girl. She was quite nice. We went out to dinner, and then we couldn't decide what to do. So we went to a bar, just a neighborhood bar, and we played pool and threw darts, and we did shots, and we both got really polluted beyond belief. I couldn't even drive her home. I had to call her a taxi because I was actually far too drunk to bring her home. And that's the way we separated. So I didn't even get a goodnight kiss. I thought, in my mind, oh my goodness, I totally embarrassed myself. I made a fool of myself. We just went out and got drunk. I got so drunk I couldn't even drive. And so I was too embarrassed to ever call her again. I met her like 2 years later, and she said, Oakley, why didn't you ever call me back? That was the best date I've ever been on in my life. And I pretty much wanted to shoot myself because she was really sweet and kind and nice, and she was gorgeous. The whole package, which is just unbelievable, And yeah.
I guess that's the situation when you use the English expression of coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. You got it. Yes, it certainly was. And by this time, 2 years later, she was in a relationship. I was in a relationship. So there was no going back, unfortunately. So coulda, woulda, shoulda. Exactly. Little did I know. And that goes back to what I was saying to you earlier, Julio. American men just missed the signals completely. I was an idiot. Missed my chance. Anyway, we are pretty much out of time. So thank you, everyone, for joining me. I enjoyed the conversation a lot. And see you next time. You guys have a great
Bye,
day.
teacher. You too.
Bye.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.